Good morning, Hoover Cardinals, and welcome back to The Nest. My name's Alexia Flores. For the past few weeks, our new Nest crew has been working diligently to bring you a nest to the best of their ability. The stories we will cover today are restorative practices, bathroom cleanliness, and urban mic. In restorative practices, students get a chance to participate in a class which helps students improve their relationships with each other and their behavior as well. Jamela will give you more information.
Hello Cardinals, welcome back. I'm here to talk about the newest class on campus, Restorative Practices. This class is the first of its kind in the whole district, offered the first and second semester of the 2016-2017 school year as a quarter class. This course has impacted more than 1,000 students, but is Hoover as restorative as it seems. This course gave students the power to envision and enact on an idealistic future for Hoover, one where everyone feels connected and students' voices are heard. However, the new policies in force seem to be quite contrary to the new, highly esteemed class. We interviewed the teachers of this course, Ms. Hohenstein and Ms. Noyes, to get a further understanding on restorative practices.
Restorative practices is an opportunity for people to have conversation with each other before a conflict arises, so that when a conflict arises, you've already built a relationship and you will better be able to solve the problem as opposed to just being punished for it. The pros of restorative practices is that you might actually be able to collaborate with people. You might actually be in community, work together to solve a problem, actually create some form of peace, so that it's not a cookie cutter idea. It's not a way to just be all lovey and huggy and kumbaya-ish like people think it is, but it is a way to actually, it takes time, it takes energy, but it is a way to actually get to know someone, because once someone is humanized, then they're no longer criminalized.
I think restorative practices are needed not just on Hoover's campus, but throughout the community, because it provides an opportunity for people to build community and create authentic relationships with one another. And it also provides a vehicle for those relationships to be restored or maintained if there's something that happens that is offensive or hurtful to someone else. I think that a lot of work can be done, though, to make them more equitable and allow students to feel included in the conversation in establishing those policies. I think that students are frustrated by some of the same things that teachers are, but I don't think they feel like they are being heard or that necessary individual student needs are taken into account. I think that sometimes when we paint with a broad brush, we think that everyone is being treated equally, but they're not treated with equity. And so that's my problem with the new policies.
As far as changes goes for Hoover's campus, I feel that these new changes, these new policies need to go. They're not restorative at all, and if we're really trying to implement restorative practices on this campus, we need to have policies that represent that and reflect those views. So the tardy policy gotta go, cell phone gotta go, kicking kids out of class gotta go. That's not restorative, that's not what we represent. And as Hoover leaders, as students on campus who support restorative practices, we need to make sure that those changes are implemented and effective immediately, because there's not restorative.
So I think this class would make Hoover better because it would create a more friendlier environment, obviously, because you'll understand what your classmates are going through, and it'll make it more empathetic, and people will see that some people aren't really that bad, or the struggles they faced are really bad compared to what they did. So that's one way I think this class would change Hoover for the better.
Hopefully, in the future, Hoover's campus will be less punitive and more understanding of people's struggle, creating an environment where everyone else can thrive and succeed. Also, where everyone's, including students, voices are heard and recognized.
Overall, restorative practices will help our students build a better community for all of us, making it a better place for us to be able to enjoy learning. I'm sure many of you guys have noticed the conditions we keep our school bathrooms in. At least I know I have. Here's Catherine to tell you more about this topic.
Hello, Hoover Cardinals. Today I'm here to talk about a gross yet important subject, Bathroom cleanliness. We all go there, we all use them, and we all know the problems. This affects all of us here on campus and others who come to visit Hoover High. We asked two people, Jabari Hutchins and Mr. Martin, questions of the bathroom.
I rated it a 4. Only reason it's not lower than that because it's not like poop on the walls, but it's pretty much close because you can't tell if it's water or pee on the floor, and I'm pretty sure it's pee because boys here can't aim. I feel, well, it can't really be put on the janitors. Janitors do their job. They clean all that up. My heart goes out to them. But what we need to do, people need to like learn how to use the bathroom like a civilized human being because it's freaking disgusting.
I think it's all of our responsibility to keep the entire campus clean. So students, staff, visitors, everyone's responsible for the cleanliness of the campus. But students that use the restroom every day definitely need to be respectful and alert us when there's something that needs to be addressed.
In conclusion, from the answers we received, we learned that people have different opinions on who's at fault for the uncleanliness of the bathroom. But in the end, we all should be working together to keep them clean.
I don't know about you guys, but I think we should maintain our school bathrooms clean. After all, we are the ones it affects the most. Urban Mic is a place where students from multiple schools can go to perform and listen to other students' work. Whether it's music or poetry, Alejandro gives us a little sneak peek.
Hello, my name is Alejandro Catano. We are currently at Urban Mic Night, and we're about to check out some good performances, whether it's music, poetry, or some spoken words.
Urban Mic Night is an open mic show taking place every fourth Friday of the month at Southeast Church and Yucca Avenue. Students from different schools can come and perform songs, poems, and spoken word. For more, here's Amanda Jordan Starks.
Usually it was a group of us that decided to start Urban Mic Night, and we did it because we wanted to create a safe space in the Southeast neighborhood. Sometimes it goes up and down. Like sometimes we have a lot of people, and then sometimes we don't have as many people. So it just depends. But the most we've had is probably around 60. It's a really safe space. It's a good place for your first time to perform.
I thought it's been a great show. We come here and we learn about certain topics that are really important, like mass incarceration. I see more people coming. I mean, it's a really good event. There has been many times where there has been ways of trying to get more people from Hoover to come. It's a really good environment. I really recommend people to come here.
Sometimes it can be nerve-wracking because, maybe I had a long day that certain day and I just probably don't feel it, but then once I get here, the safe environment and just everything that I do, it just brings me back to life. I performed so many times. I was here for the first one, so I thought these are all friends and they are not judgmental, so why not? About loving yourself and not trying to adjust to anybody's standards. So I am me is basically telling everybody it's okay to be different.
I don't want to misrepresent the miracle man, but I felt dedicate a very special song to the
5th grade, you said I was nothing. 10th grade, now y'all know I'm something. Now ain't a hater or a player, just a singer and a writer, thinker and a dreamer. Now who can hate a man like that? Get caught outside, how about that?
Urban Mic's next show will be on March 24th. We hope you can be there and see what you can bring to the stage.
Remember, Urban Mic meets every fourth Friday of the month, and the next meeting is on March 24th. Coming up next, we have sports and our new segment, Hidden Treasures.
Don't believe me, just watch.
dope.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Ring pop, get it poppin'.
Choose your destiny. Flawless victory.
Rock the rainbow, taste the rainbow.
This spring, Hoover High School is introducing a new sport to our list, lacrosse. Played in high schools for the past 86 years, Hoover finally starts their first season this year. With new boundary lines painted on the field and equipment brought in, the teams have been chosen and they are ready to start their season.
Throughout your years of high school, you played football. Why choose this new sport?
I chose this sport because I thought it was going to be like somewhat alike from football because, we get like helmets and pads and stuff. And also I just like contact sports, and I know like men's lacrosse is like super contact. So, yeah.
What is your favorite thing about lacrosse?
Throwing the ball as far as I can. That's like one of my main ones I love.
What do you want as far as accomplishments go this season?
Communicating on the field while we're in the game and becoming a better team.
With already having played a few games, the lacrosse players are determined to work hard to make the best out of their season. Last week on March 6th, the Hoover lacrosse teams played their first games against Monte Vista. The girls losing 13-0 and the guys 9-0.
What are your expectations for this upcoming season?
My expectations are, one, for just all the girls to have fun. There's not anyone on the team who has ever played before. So it's, again, one, for them to have fun, two, to teach them how to play the sport, and then three, to be competitive, and maybe by the end of the season we'll even be able to win a game.
What are your expectations for this upcoming season?
I think our expectations are just that we get better every day, regardless if it's at practice or after a game. Trying to teach our players that it's about more of a marathon than a track sprint. So you're going to have your ups and downs, but to get mentally over that bar and keep on progressing, that's all where I want them to be at.
In the past 87 years since Hoover was built, the only sports to use the stadium were soccer, football, and track and field. This year, a new sport makes its debut. The boys and girls lacrosse teams push themselves to the limit to be the best they can be.
Hello, Hoover Cardinals. My name's Romania Tuatasi, and this week's QQ is, if you could be on any TV show, what would that be?
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Dragon Ball Super.
If you could be on any TV show, what would that be?
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta.
If I could be on any TV show, I'd be in The Vampire Diaries.
Dragon Ball Z.
If you could be on any TV show, what would that be?
Law and Order.
2.5 Men.
I'll be in Stranger Things.
Nah, he would be in Animal Planet, but I would be in Flash.
If you could be on any TV show, what would that be? I'd be on Love and Hip Hop San Diego.
The Flash. Why? Because I want to be a superhero too.
I would be on Tyler Perry House of Pain, because that junk funny right there, where they be in there be lit, y'all. I'd be on there be like, yeah.
The Jerry Springer Show.
Law and Order SVU. That's the Raven.
This week's Hidden Treasures, we have Livin, who will take you to a San Diego hidden treasure.
Hidden Treasures, a segment in which we visit unknown and cool places in San Diego in order to share its beautiful views and historic past.
This week on Hidden Treasures, we've come across the Quinn Street Bridge, a 30-minute bus ride from Hoover. It's located at 400 Quinn Street, right over Maple Canyon. A hiking trail perfect for the summer, but also for walks with your dog. In 1905, this 300-foot bridge cost $805. The purpose of the bridge was to give residents easier access to the trolley line. With beautiful views and a great exercise, you should stop by.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of The Nest. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Hoover Nest and add us on Snapchat also at Hoover Nest. See you next week.